start that video over.
God bless.
Okay, so we are all alike on the inside. Mark Twain. To begin my project, the person that I chose is Shannon Marie Dougherty. The background color represents on her side purple for Crohn's disease, and on my side pink. So this is just stuff we like to do, and the ribbon on each side represents the ribbon color awareness for Crohn's disease. So our similarities. We both have loving parents, and we both grew up with siblings. We were born in the southern part of the United States of America, and we are both Christians. We both have a similar challenge. We both have Crohn's disease. When we were younger, we both aspired to be Olympic athletes. She wanted to be a horseback rider, and I wanted to be a gymnast. And lastly, we both like to perform. She's an actress, obviously, and I like to act and sing as well. She's 30 years older than me, so there's a big age difference. She was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was born in Griffin, Georgia. She's been married twice and engaged 3 times. Her dad was a banker, and her mom worked at a beauty parlor, whereas my dad is a college professor, and my mom is a yoga instructor. I'm not famous, and she has been in many movies and TV shows, so she's very famous. I grew up with 2 sisters, well, I still have 2 sisters, and she has one brother named Sean. I enjoy different activities than she likes to do. So she likes to model, ride horses, and act, and I like to sing, play golf, run, and art. In 2013, I found out that I had Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is an autoimmune disorder that targets the digestive system. It's a hard disease to live with, but I've learned how to accept it and cope with it. Still, I'm working on learning how to accept it, so it's been a struggle for me so far. I have mainly struggled with learning to live a normal life and still have Crohn's disease, so I try mostly not to let it define me. In 1999, Shannon Dougherty came out to the public saying that she had Crohn's disease. She's not said a lot about her struggle in an effort not to highlight that part of her, but you can infer that it has been a hard struggle for her. She did say, "It's not sexy for a woman to say I have to go to the bathroom." That's the only quote she's ever mentioned about Crohn's disease. So we can infer that she thinks that it's hard to still be the beautiful woman that she is and have this kind of disease. So I think that for her it's been more of a mental struggle rather than a physical struggle, trying to maintain the celebrity image that she has and still learn to cope with her disease. Crohn's disease has no cure, so in a way I cannot overcome it. However, I think by not really thinking about it and by taking medicines, I can overcome it. I have, in a way, overcome it by not letting it define me. I have Crohn's disease, but it does not have me. So I think that by me not dwelling on it, but instead thinking of how lucky I am that I don't have it as bad as other people, I've overcome my challenge. I think that, like me, Shannon Dougherty has overcome her challenge by not speaking about it and not letting it be a big part of her life. By doing so, she has succeeded in not having people think of that part of her, but instead of the rest of her successful career in her life. We do not know a lot about how she handled her disease due to limited facts, but I think that it has been a hard struggle for her, but she's overcome it by maintaining that personality that she has and being a celebrity. I have learned that I'm very lucky. There are people that have it much worse than I do, and although I do have this ailment, it's not really hard for me. It's not that bad. I've also learned that though it's important not to let it define you, I have to accept that it's a part of my life, and I can't just completely shut it out. I've learned how to balance accepting Crohn's disease and not letting it rule my life. I think that Shannon has learned that she can still have a normal life and have Crohn's disease. She's still the beautiful woman she was before she got diagnosed with this, and it doesn't change her. I think the biggest lesson that she's learned is that it doesn't matter what other people think about you, whether they think that you're better without it or not, she can still be the person she was before, and she's still great. It's never the differences between people that surprise us, it's the things that we have in common. Jodi Picoult. I've learned that we are all different, like a snowflake or a fingerprint, but we're surprisingly similar to a lot of people we wouldn't think that we are. So thank you for taking your time to let me present my project to you and tell you about the differences and similarities between me and Shannon Dougherty. So now I have an activity for you to do. I'm going to list things off. Just raise your hand, yes or no, if you've done these things. So how many of you like cats? so 3 people. So you're similar, and you probably wouldn't have thought that Clayton is similar to Savannah or Savannah is similar to Brian. But you are, because we both like cats. Okay, who likes dogs? So all y'all are similar just by that one thing. So you relate. Okay, how many of you have or have had braces?
What if you're
Okay,
about
so-
to get them?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of you are similar in many different ways, which you might not have thought of. So thank you.